Hello and welcome to the Build with Bear workshop, a special Saturday afternoon stream. Hello. I hope you're doing well out there. We're going to see if a few more folks join us. I'm expecting a shorter, smaller turnout. Not short, smaller turnout today because it is the afternoon and I don't stream Saturday afternoons regularly. Um, but Johnny says, "Hi Pat, I'll only be around for a little bit, but wanted to stop by and say hi." Well, hello Johnny, Smash Mouth. Hello and welcome. Happy to have you here. I'm gonna throw the Bear Cave emote in there, let the people know. But yeah, I'm not expecting a huge turnout today, but I wanted to do a Saturday stream. Keep it what I could. The rest of the month I will keep to my normal schedule. Hello Lashbrook. Hello and welcome. Um, but yeah, I did want to do a stream, and I'm going to my a holiday party. It's a yearly event that friends put on. I never miss, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll do a Friday night stream, and then that got away from me, and I ended up making plans and being social last night, so I did not stream last night. So we're doing an afternoon stream. We are going to finish up the Volcano layer. We have to build the top of the layer here. This thing is already rad as shit. It's super cool. We'll get a good overhead shot of it because the shot that hits me is the green screen fucks up some of the colors. But we're going to finish that, and then we are going to build our Grimgerde, Iron Blood Orphans Grimgerde. This is a 1/100 scale. It is not a master grade, but it's more than a high grade. It is referred to as full mechanics. Eventually, they call this line full mechanics. Right now, it is just a no grade 1/100. They did this for Iron Blood Orphans. We've built one in the full mechanics. Basically, you make the skeleton of it, then you make the outside armor. This one looks really rad. Excited to build it. I've been waiting to do that, and yeah, I'm in the mood to do some Gundam. We've done some Lego. I was happy to do this, but yeah, it's time for some Gundam. Wait a minute or two before we kick into things. See if anybody else wants to join us. I'm probably gonna add to my tweet. Lots of good tweets out there about Smash Brothers, which I'm not playing. I almost said Smash Mouth because of Johnny here in the chat. But yeah, I'm not playing Smash Brothers. I do not own a Switch. I am playing Katamari Rerolled, and it's Katamari. I will say this: it got weird because it starts with a tutorial before it lets you save. Like you have to go through the tutorial level, and it wouldn't be full. It didn't start full screen. It started windowed, and it wouldn't let me get to a menu to fix it until I finished. So I had to play the first like tutorial level just windowed, and I couldn't make it even most of the screen. I couldn't make it full screen, like borderless. It might have been because I have two monitors. I'm not sure. Maybe if I had exited out of the game and reopened it with one monitor, it would have fixed it. That was really weird. I'm playing the Steam version, and so that was odd. Uh, so yeah, but it's still Katamari. It sounds great, plays great with a controller. Psyched for it. Happy to have it on my PC. And it was like $30 US. That's good. Yeah, I should have waited till I was paid, Johnny, but I didn't. Instead, I spent money that I don't really have on it. All right, let's go to the full screen here. We made a lot of progress with this on Thursday, my Thursday stream. So I'll kind of move it in so you can see here. You can see all the stuff. I got all my minifigs out there. This little clam friend is a little ship. There's a claw that's very cool and weird and kind of holds this shark, but not all the time. My colors are very weird here. Every time I stream in the afternoon with the green screen, it does make things odd. Maybe I'll add a little contrast add a little contrast to it. Just a little. Wash me out a little bit, but whatever. But yeah, when I stream during the day, the lighting in here is different, obviously, than at night. So yeah, so here it is. We're going to build off the top here. You won't even be able to see it, but we're going to build up. Pop like this here. We're going to build up. So we got to do that. This is like a lot of height here. We haven't had this much height since we started working, since that one time we did the 160 scale. And who knows? I will put a poll up after I'm done with the Grimgerde. I don't know what I'm building next. I personally would like to build my 160 scale, no grade, wing 0, because it's huge, and I'd like to build that. It's like a giant high grade. I'd like to build that next, but my $10 Patreon supporters will decide what I build next. So I'm going to wait for them. I'm going to put a poll up next week for that. But yeah, the rest of the month, Thursday and Saturday, normal times. I announced it on Thursday that my end of the year stream, my bonus stream, will be on Monday, December 31st from 9 p.m. till midnight. We'll play games in the chat and ring in the new year on the East Coast of America. So please join me for that. I'll be trying to publicize that more than I normally do my other bonus streams because I think it'll be really fun to have a lot of people in the chat for that. I did a new thing for me anyway. I've never done this before, and I thought it would be a good time to try it out. I posted I made a post on YouTube. I've never done that before. That's a thing I can do with the amount of subscribers I have. So I tried it out just to be like, here's my schedule for streaming because I still have over 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I don't know how. I think I had like 1,300 YouTube subscribers, something like that. It's good. Maybe it's 1030. I can't remember, but it's enough that I have certain things unlocked and I didn't lose anything when they changed some of the rules. So I figured I would use that now and again. I don't know. It's probably a good way to get people to, quit being a subscriber is to start using that. But I figured I'd give it a shot. I don't know. Trying stuff. We're back down to the low 30s as far as subscribers go. We were in the mid 30s, which was rad. It was really nice to have that. But I understand that you can't get that all the time. So hopefully some people will renew their subscriptions that lapsed. If you use Twitch Prime, you got to do it yourself. It doesn't auto-renew. If you use Twitch and you're spending actual dollars, cool. If you're using Twitch Prime, you have to put it in. It doesn't just do it on its own. And I encourage people to renew. And I always encourage people to, even if you renew when I'm not streaming, wait for the notification thing and do it while we're here so that it pops up and it's cool. Looking fresh in the button up. Thank you to Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, I'm going to a holiday party. I'm going to leave pretty much. I'm going to finish this up at 5 p.m. Eastern, upload it to YouTube, start the upload, pack up some gear, and go. So I got, cleaned up and got dressed up. I'm looking for my Santa hat. Can't find it. Thought I knew where it was. I always wear it to this holiday party. But I don't know where it is. But maybe it's for the best because I am doing some shenanigans. So basically, the setup I used at PAX Unplugged to stream from the Airbnb I was in, I'm using almost that same setup at this holiday party. It won't be on this Twitch stream. It'll be on a different one. I have a backup account in case something weird happened here or whatever. I have a secondary account on Twitch set up. And that is because for years and years, this has been the holiday gift exchange. This is like, it's a Secret Santa, not Secret Santa, it's a white elephant, Yankee Candle. You bring a box gift or a package gift, you pick it up, you trade with people, it gets competitive. And there are people that used to do it a lot that can't be there because they've moved or have other plans or whatever, live in other cities. So I'm going to stream it. I'm going to stream the thing, and then I'll have an archive of it, and I'll have it like unlisted on YouTube for people that missed it. And I thought that was really stupid, and so I'm excited to do it. Yeah, I just thought that would be silly to have that for like 3 or 4 people watching. And originally I was going to do it on this stream, but a few people were like a little weirded out about that. They're not used to living their lives in public like that. So quickly we were like, okay, I'll use a backup one, and then if anybody wants to link to it, we might make it public at the link, or we might just send it out to people we know, uh, and do it like that. So we're building the springboard part here. So there is a this piece here is going to be on top of the top of the mountain and will shoot off. It'll be like pff, by turning a crank. So we're building that now. I researched a little ahead because I was like, what else do I have to build with this today? Because I know we were going to finish it today. Oh, somebody renewed their subscription. Didn't give me credit. Maybe it'll pop up at some point, but thank you for doing that. Always appreciate it. But yeah, so I do that. Basically, a thing is going to make this shoot up, which will launch thing. So we're building that now. Anime are doing their holiday episodes, so I got to watch. I finally caught up on Ms. Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood, and this last episode was both Halloween and Christmas. And the episode before that was the cultural festival and going to an onsen. So it's one of those things like episodes 9 and 10, they were like, all right, let's do the typical anime shit. So it was really fun to watch that. Bald Ridge asks, what you do with all this stuff when you finish building? No one person has that much shelf space. Well, Bald Ridge, you're totally right. So, what happens is I have a giveaway that I do. It is a lottery system. The end of every month, I give away one model kit that I've built on stream, or sometimes two model kits. Like this next month, I think I'm going to do two of the Dragon Ball model kit figures that I've made because they're small. And I send those out to a subscriber. I'll randomly draw a name from subscribers that are currently subscribing that day, and do it. So I'll do it the last stream of the month, and then send them out. And it costs a little bit of money, not much. And then I think it's a nice thing for folks and a way to kind of give back a little bit. Some kits I keep. Anything that is the Death Scythe, my favorite Gundam. I keep Death Scythes. I've also kept some, like the Millennium Falcon Lego set. I kept that. Some of the bigger Lego sets I've kept. I'm going to keep this, one, because the box was damaged in shipping, and two, because to send this out, I have to break it like apart in a million pieces. So I am going to break it down to store it, but the box is damaged, so I don't want to send that out. But that's usually what we do here is to kind of reward folks for being subscribers. So the last build stream of the month this month will be Saturday, December 29th. So on Saturday, December 29th, I will send out a kit to a subscriber. All right, so this goes here. Can't see that, but it goes right there. And then there'll be a device thing that will turn this, and that pops open, sending someone to their doom. I guess it's sending someone towards the lava, so that's scary. That's spooky and scary. And then we'll just finish all this off. But yeah, we don't really build that many play sets here on stream. Normally we're building, when we do Lego, we're doing like vehicles. And those usually fit in the box pretty well. Maybe you have to take like the legs off an ATST to fit it in, or the tank, take the top part off and section it. But normally they fit in. We did the Darth Vader transformation kit, and that did fit in the box. I didn't have to do anything bizarre with that, so that was nice. But this thing, like, I'll show the box here. This box is thin. This ain't gonna work. So that's not a viable method of storing this. So I don't know if I'm going to display this one because I like it, but I don't really have room right now. My displays right now, my desk sights are out. I just put those out, and then I have the Millennium Falcon out. All right, I can actually figure out where this goes. I have the Millennium Falcon out. I have the U-Wing, which I love the U-Wing, so that's out on display. And then I also have, okay, that goes there. I also have on display the Ninjago Lightning Jet, which is very fun kit. All right, so back to anime stuff. That was a good question. Thank you very much for asking that. I forget to mention it sometimes. Um, so yeah, Ms. Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood, very fun Halloween episode. People in costume. It was cute and fun. Um, Cultural festival stuff was fun. Uh, let's see what else was there. Oh, the Christmas thing was nice. There was a, you know, broke out the Katatsu, which I never say right. I never pronounced that correctly, but uh, I want to try one of those one day. I'm not really, there's a lot of stuff that shows up in anime that's, you know, still very Japanese in culture, but also kind of like, well, you put this in because it's an anime. Uh, but something about that, putting your legs underneath that table and eating a clementine underneath the warmth of that. I definitely would like to try that someday. It just seems cozy. Um, they are so nice in winter. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. Like a space heater, like I don't get really affected by cold temperature. I was raised in New England. The cold never bothered me anyway. So yeah, so it's not like why did I say that? It's not like I'm really bothered by the cold ever. But getting toasty warm is pretty good. So I would like to try that. Speaking of, went to a few restaurants in Japan that had them, and boy howdy, that was comfy. Yeah, I don't doubt it. It looks great. It does. That feels like a thing that like isn't just made up for anime. That feels like a real thing. Speaking of good anime stuff, so I talked about this on Thursday. Here is my anime recommendation of the day. There are 12 episodes. I think it's done. It came out monthly, so it was coming out once a month the whole year. I'm mad I didn't know about it sooner. It is called Today's Menu for the Emiya family. The things to note: it is 13-minute episodes, so they're short, half length, easy to watch. Mostly about food and being together and friendship. There's a couple moments that are like action, but most of it takes place in various kitchens. The weird thing is, it is using characters from the Fate Stay Night, the basically the Stay Night version of Fate. So the Fate series. I have never watched anything. I know enough about it. I know just enough about it to be like, oh, that's cute, or oh, that's fun. Uh, oh, uh, this guy's competitive with that guy, and I know why because I know a big spoiler of it. Okay. Um, that kind of thing. But I don't know a lot about the series. I've never been super into it. I haven't not I don't I've never seen Unlimited Blade Works. I just think that's a great name for an anime. I don't know much about any of it. So this is my exposure to it. But like, it's a love affair with food, and everyone who eats is so happy. I get why so many people love Saber, the character. She's so cute and fun in this. Uh, and it's a really cute series um, that I highly recommend. I think like if you're like me and you've never seen a single episode of the show, there's something to pull out of. Um, you can find something to enjoy about it. Uh, so yeah, I highly recommend it. Um, it made me every time it's so loving about its food, and it made me hungry every time I saw an episode. I binged it this week, and also, as folks know from my Thursday episode, and I'm not going to get too much into it because I want to be positive and um, I'm dealing with it. But the New York comedy community lost someone on Wednesday, who was essential. Chuck Dauble was the house manager at UCB, the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in Chelsea, from 2003 until they closed it and moved it uptown in 2018. He was a huge part of the comedy community and a good friend of mine. He passed away, and I was already needing some comfort anime and comfort TV before that, and certainly since that, I've definitely leaned on watching nice things. Uh, Last night I watched a ton of um, Laid Back Camp. It's like my third viewing because Laid Back Camp is the fucking best. Especially the later episode where Rin is getting Nadesco directions for Nadesco, and then Aki is secretly taken over and does this whole like thing, and the voice changes in a way that like I can't really describe. Hello, the Hollow, and welcome. Welcome. We're doing an afternoon build stream. We're finishing up the Volcano Lair. But yeah, I needed comfort anime, and uh, so today's menu for Emiya family was some real good comfort anime. And Ms. Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood, it was good to catch up for that. That's an episode. That's up 10, and I think they're just doing 12. I don't think they're doing 13, so I think they're just doing 12. So that's almost over, and that's a shame because that show is very cute and just so gay. It's so fucking gay. It's great. Two of the minor characters is very clear that one of the minor characters knows that the other, like some of the characters know about how the others feel about each other, and they're being really supportive of that, which is awesome. Yeah, it's just a good show. Highly recommend both those shows if you just need like slice of life this season. Black Clover is getting fucking intense again. It was a little light and now it's getting a little dark again, but it's good. Nothing to really report about Black Clover. Whoops. Oh no, I dropped a piece. Here's the question. Can I get it with my foot? Do I have to get up? Go try to get it with my foot. Okay, I can get it with my foot if I reach. Now I have to reach down. So, but I don't have to get up, so that's good. No, maybe I do have to get up. Let's see. I got it. Sorry about that, y'all. Are you still watching Gridman? I am so behind on Gridman. I think I've only seen 4 episodes, maybe 5. Um, it it's very silly in a way that I just, as much as I said that I'm looking for light, I don't know. I finished an episode. I'm not compelled to watch the next one. I am gonna finish it. It's one of the series that will be in the like transition between this season, the fall season, to the winter season of next year. I don't have a lot that I'm looking forward to. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff I'm still going to be watching. Like that time I got reincarnated as slime is a 24 episode show, so I've got that into next year. So I know I have that. But when some of my other stuff ends, I that's when I think I'm probably going to watch Gridman. I like it. I just don't. In the same way that like I guess Radiant is getting really good right now, but I fell off Radiant because it just didn't hit me. I think the animation is cool, but the main character I wasn't like. I know he's gonna become awesome. He just isn't awesome yet, and I was like, meh, meh. Like I know he'll grow and change and become a good boy and do all the stuff he's got to do, but right now I'm like, okay, let me know when, whatever. I dropped at episode 9, which is a little silly considering I think there's only 12 or 13. Yeah, I'm sure there's 12 or 13 probably. Maybe, some shows are doing the 13, but yeah, I don't know. I kept like I kept up with it. I will finish it the Hollow. I think I'll do that, but All right. Let's see. Um, we do that. All right, we're getting close here to being done with this kit. We're putting the mountain peaks on. I only have so many pieces left. I need one of these. I have to look up because I don't know when exactly uh, the special is going on TV. I care more about characters and plot now. Yeah, I get that. Uh, oh, I will say there was like an attempt to do something a little frightening. A vampire hunter showed up at uh, Ms. Vampire Lives in My Neighborhood. An amateur vampire hunter. Never met a vampire before. And it was fine. It was like barely part of the episode. And I was like, oh no, are they going to like get dramatic with us? And they're like, no, it's fine. But yeah, I get that. Sometimes you just want characters to be characters and do a thing. And do their thing. Yeah, there's a Cells at Work special that's coming out sometime this month. I don't know when, but I will endeavor to see it. I don't know if Crunchyroll is going to broadcast it because when it comes to OVAs, like if they're on TV, sometimes Crunchyroll gets them. Often Crunchyroll gets them, but if they're like the OVA that comes on the DVD or the Blu-ray box set, sometimes they don't get licensed. Like the extra stuff for Laid Back Camp is not going to be out. It may end up in a collection of some sort. It may even be on a physical media in the U.S. and maybe get translated. But like, I had to go and find those on the internet because I wanted to see those, which is fine. I found them on the internet. They were cute, and I liked them. All right, so we put that on. We put that on, and then put this piece here. Some lava flowing from our volcano. All right. Two of these. Oh, so I've been talking. I should be talking a bit about a thing I'm doing. If you if you saw the shirt that we made, I think it's here. Yeah. If you saw this shirt, the video game shirt here that we made for League of Heels, we sold this at at PAX Unplugged, and a thing we're doing is I'm selling it like mail order basically. So if you go to leagueheels.com, you'll find information about that. We have some sizes left. I think I have only I've some mediums and some extra larges. I think I only have one large left, but it's like $25. And if you're in the United States, unfortunately, I can only do the U.S. I'll mail it out to you for $25, and the $5 basically just pays for shipping and like labels and packaging material. But I wanted to mention that on stream because we announced that on Friday. So that's just a thing for some people. You can check out League of Heels on Twitter to find out more about that. I'll put a link in the show description as well. And those will just be till we have them. I would like to do another run of those in the future for PAX East. I can't guarantee we'll do that for PAX East, but I would like to. So I'm thinking we'll do that, and then but we'll never have that in like an online store because it is a fucking direct ass parody of a shirt, and ProWrestlingTees.com would never let us have that up there. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. That just kind of sits there, and then we'll test this out. I'll put this guy at the top here. Let's see if I can do this so you can see. All right, if I do that. So here he is. There's our figure. He's hanging out, and then boom, he gets launched. That's a cool little weird feature I didn't know was in this. Because there's that, and then there's also, where is it? How do I turn it? Oh, this crank shoots that out, which is kind of cool. And I think that's then the shark, like, comes through to say what's up. So a couple cool little playset features in here that I like seeing that, you know, you don't get in vehicles that often. So, So that's it. That's our set. This is the Volcano Lair. It is cool as hell. Put that there. Some cool figures hanging out, doing their thing. Put a shark there. Let me put my extra pieces away and back in the box. But yeah, um, that is, I don't think, yeah, that's it for the Volcano Lair. This is the Ninjago movie, Volcano Lair, and we finished that up. It's fucking super cool. I'm going to put this, I'm going to put this aside here. We got to be careful with it because I don't want anything to fall apart or lose anything. I'm going to put these in here just for now, because I got to take a good photo of this to put on my Discord and put on my and put on my Twitter when we're done here. So I'll just carefully box this up, and we're going to start on our Grimgerde, the Iron-Blooded Orphans Grimgerde. I've been trying my best to not say Iron Blood Orphans, which I said for months and months last time I built the kit from that series, because it's Iron Blooded Orphans. And I want to say the name right, because people would be justified in being annoyed with me by saying the name wrong. So I'm going to get my tools out here, kind of get stuff that I need ready. I got my snipper clips. I got some various things, tweezers and stuff like that. I got a screwdriver here, which we don't need for Iron Blood Orphans, but that's line. But yeah, let's go here. This is a beautiful looking kit. I love the colors. I love that it just has swords. It has arm blades that, like, the blades can be held in the arm, but also attached to these like shields, so it can kind of slice like that instead of holding. Love it. It's a very nice looking kit. Only 2 stickers. Only 2 stickers for basically the mouth and the eyes, which is great. So we will apply these stickers since there's only 2 of them. We will do our damnedest to apply those properly in a way that benefits the kit. But yeah, I'm excited to build this. This was sent by an anonymous person. So anonymous, I don't know who sent it. Someone bought this off my Amazon wish list, which I'll put later. But I don't know who did it. So let me just kind of make sure I've got this in the right alphabetical order. I don't have my shelving unit right now. I'm using it for something else, so I don't have that. So I just have these in alphabetical order, basically. Some of these rubberized plastic connector pieces, not too many. What year was this kit released in? 2016. So yeah, so basically they did a run of these kits, which have the full mechanics, and then eventually they decided to call it the full mechanics line, instead of what this is just. It's just the 1/100, and they don't grade it. It's an on-grade. But let me tweet out that we're about to start this. Yeah, I wasn't. I could have stayed streaming longer on Thursday and finished up, but I wanted to get to another thing. Oh, Danielle retweeted. That's so nice. I'm just gonna type in here. I'm gonna grab my stupid wireless keyboard. This wireless keyboard was very inexpensive. It's Eagle Tech, without a K, just TEC. But the keys aren't great. But it was like $15 for this and a mouse, which I've now since upgraded to a better wireless mouse. I just got this little wireless mouse here. It's better. It's way better. It's bigger than the other one I had. But this thing, it was like $15 for this and a wireless mouse that used the same connector. So it's just so much easier than having to move my wired keyboard when I set up. But it's not great. About to start the IBO Grimgerde model kits. Great. Just tweet that out. Let the people know that this is happening. What? Is this football? Okay. All right. There was a Chelsea was a trending topic on Twitter, and that's because of football. So, have you seen the cool stuff they're doing now, where the eyes and face that would usually be a sticker now come in colored pieces? It's pretty cool. Elastric, I have seen that. I think some of the newer kits, the more modern stuff, is using just all colored pieces instead of stickers. That's the thing that obviously when you get into master grade, you're going to find more of that. You're going to find less stickers in master grade. High grades are usually going to deal with a lot of stickers. Now, there was another version of this kit that is called the high grade, which is this not, that had a lot of stickers. And this one only, like I said, only has the two, and it's using just colors. Um, you could go in with a marker and do some black trim work if you wanted to. Um, Paint or a marker. I'm not going to do either of those, as you know. That's not my jam. That's not my thing. In fact, that's the thing that I never want to do. Um, Obviously, we're not working with a Gundam here because there's the only gold is the swords. There's no gold on the head, so that's usually indication that we are not working with a Gundam. There are obviously exceptions to that, but for the most part, uh, it's gotta have gold, or at the very least, it's not a main character. If it is a Gundam, it's not a main character. So we need A, and we need. We'll put this aside because we can build here. We need A and C and B. This time around, C is our kit that is got a bunch of pieces to it. So it does have this light blue here, the see-through blue, and I think the stickers maybe go over that. I don't remember. We'll find out when we get there. It's been a while since I looked at how this kit was built. So a thing that I do that I don't know if I've ever talked about this on stream, but a thing that I often do is if it's a show that I haven't watched, like that I'm not super familiar with, maybe I watched a little bit of it, but I'm not super knowledgeable about a show. If that is the case, I often will research by reading ahead on what's going on with the kit and kind of looking to see what's going on in it, just to make my life easier as far as building goes. I don't do it every time. I don't do it all the time, but I do try to do some research when it comes to the kits that I'm building. If I'm not familiar, if I know the show very well, like any Dragon Ball character, if we're doing that, I never look at those ahead of time because I know how they work. I know how the Bandai does their kits. I know what those characters are supposed to look like. But I'm not super familiar with Iron Blooded Orphans. I know it, but I don't know it super well. So it felt good to take a look and see what to kind of see what I needed to do for this kit a little bit ahead of time. I don't remember the sticker part. I didn't get that far, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, Mr. Bob just subscribed. That's 16 months. Thank you so much, Mr. Bob. Always appreciate that. One of our VIPs. Always great to have in the chat. Thank you, Mr. Bob. It was nice seeing you, Chris, at PAX Unplugged. Happy to have you there. Familiar faces are always nice at a convention that you don't normally, go to. Obviously, there was only the second one for Unplugged, so it's not like it was old hat for anybody. But League of Heels, I don't think we'll go back. I think I'll go back because it's in Philadelphia, so I might go back and do a panel there. But if League of Heels did a panel, we probably wouldn't do a table. At this point, when it comes to like PAX East, PAX West, I don't mind like working and not being able to go see things, but I didn't get to play any board games. The only board game I played was the one round of the tournament we played during our panel, and I kind of beefed it on that semi-purposely. So, yeah, I worked hard, and I'm happy I did. We spread the word, and we told some people what was up, and I think it was good to go. But I don't see us going back in 2019. I'm starting to really think about PAX South though. I got a whole year. I got all of 2019. Once the 2019 one is done, to start convincing people that they should go to 2020 PAX South. I think that's I think I'm gonna start putting the pressure on people. Be like, hey, what about PAX South? Oh, we're gonna go back south. Oh well, we do a wrestle show at PAX South. If you came to PAX South, we'll get a booth at PAX South, and you can store your bag if you come to PAX South. That kind of shit. You know, real annoying bullshit that nobody wants from me. But I've been wanting to go back, so I don't know. I've been playing a little more of Hearthstone with the new expansion. I haven't gotten a lot of the new cards, but I did craft a few that I wanted to try out. Um, I think Beastmaster is a good card, but not for the decks that I play. It's a three cost 3/4 that when you play it, when it's on the board, if you draw a beast, it gets like +2/+2, which is awesome. Even if it was +1/+1, it'd be rad. But 2/2 is great. And I thought that might work in my hunter deck, my quest hunter deck. It does not. Uh, Turns out I'd much rather. Okay, so this goes into this. Sorry. All right, so this goes like that. This one I want to lock in first, and then. Oh, okay, I got it now. I'm getting it now. Did anyone watch the Game Awards? So the Hollow I streamed on Thursday instead of watching the Game Awards. Did my normal live stream my normal time because I didn't really care. I kind of checked in on what happened. I watched Lena's performance from the Celeste soundtrack because that felt very cool to be able to be like, I know her. Um, but I didn't really watch. I heard mostly positive things. I heard obviously uh, the Hollow says, I think Ninja having to shake an African American's hand was great considering his past. Okay. Obviously, I watched the clip of Sonic Fox, who, you know, this stream is Team Sonic Fox. We're Team Echo Fox. We're Team Sonic Fox. I think it's pretty obvious. I think I wrote that um, I tweeted about how like anyone who knows me would know that I am pro Sonic Fox and what he's doing, and uh, I didn't catch up. Apparently, he didn't shake any of the women's hands. I mean, that Ninja sucks, so I don't. He doesn't want to shake a lady's hand because then people are going to ask if he's dating them. So whatever. I don't. I guess I just don't give a shit about that dude. I'm glad that he played a video game and it made a lot of people talk about that video game and maybe made some people. Hey, I'll say this. Maybe a few people decided it was more comfortable for them to talk about a game they love because Drake played with Ninja. If that's the positive I can take out of that maybe some people felt a little more comfortable talking about the thing they love to do, sure. But fuck that dude. Um, Mr. Bob, you're not wrong. They have come a long way. Um, Certainly. Although the year that Samuel L. Jackson hosted, my friend Gabris got to write for it. So he got to write bits for Samuel L. Jackson and meet Samuel L. Jackson. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, not that that was good. It was just kind of cool for my friends more than anything. Um, I have the theme to Ms. Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood stuck in my head. I'm sorry, it's pretty catchy. Yeah, fuck that guy. You're right. But yeah, but the thing is, and I'm happy that one of the big stories of it is is Dominic. It's great that Sonic Fox is kind of a thing that people are talking about. You know, he was a little provocateur in a way, and also like, hey, I'm also a realist, y'all. Um, he's 20, so there's a very good chance that uh, he's gonna fuck up. He's gonna say something or do something shitty because he's 20 years old. And I remember what it was like when I was 20. It was a while ago, but I remember it. So like, I know that at some point he's gonna say something. And I'll be like, that sucks, because like that's human. But the hope is that he will go, oh, I said a shitty thing that made people sad. Here are the things I am doing to make that right, or to make that better, or at least I understand what the fuck I just did. So that's the hope anyway. Yes, the hollow. There are people who are very sad, and they say, you know, very fun things like, why does it matter? Why are we talking about it? It doesn't matter. Just, is he good at games or not? And it's like, well, if you say it doesn't matter, that tells me point blank that you've never been othered. The only other you've had is like, oh, he's a nerd. Like, that's the farthest it went. That you immediately feel comfortable in spaces. If you're like, what does it matter? Because it fucking matters to a lot of people. I'm preaching to the choir here. You all understand, but like, having folks that are like you be in pop culture is really fucking important and really helpful to people and their state and their mental state. Like, having the the best esports player in the world be a uh, gay black furry, it's huge to a lot of people, a lot of young fucking people. Lastbrook just says, hey, Aaron just opened his comic book shop. What the fuck? I knew he was gonna do a soft launch, but I didn't know when it. I mean, he didn't know when it was gonna be. Uh, did he tweet that? Yes, he did. Oh, that's beautiful. I knew he was close. I'm going to retweet it. I'm going to stop building and talking about Sonic Fox. Retweet. Hell yeah. My business partner has his own small business that is not related to me, and I'm very psyched for him. Uh, that rules. Hell yeah, Aaron. Yeah, I mean, Lashbrook, it's like I'm spoiled. I'm in New York City. Midtown Comics is a great comic shop. Uh, they're well known. Sometimes on Wednesdays it can be a little tough if you're going to buy it on Wednesdays. Like, I have a good comic shop. I'm happy with that. Uh, Forbidden Planet is a fantastic comic book shop that's close to my work. I end up there sometimes for emergency kits. I've bought a few from Forbidden Planet when something was supposed to come in the mail and just fucking didn't. It's already looking pretty cool. We're gonna keep working on the body frame here. This is basically like our chest area, the inner skeleton of our chest, and now we're gonna start working on the building that out for our arms. So we need A and B. But yeah. Yeah, Lastbrook, I'm very jealous that folks in San Diego get to go to a cool comic book shop. Um, oh, we should. Whenever you build an IBO kit, it makes me want to go back and rewatch. Yeah, I never finished Iron Blood Orphans, but I watched a lot of it. Uh, it just started getting. I mean, the whole show is real, like quote unquote real, but it started getting really real uh, at a point where I was not ready for that. Um, but I did enjoy what I watched. I mean, there's no Gundam series that like uh, Chibi Gundam, the SD Gundam show, I guess, is the only Gundam series that's like light. Uh, Everything else is pretty dark, or gets dark. They go a long time in X before things get fucking real and depressing. It's rough and like hard for them to survive and do their thing, but it takes a little while before it gets like gut busting. But I mean, it's called Iron Blooded Orphans, so shit. As Mr. Rob says, shit is dark. IBO is probably the darkest of the Gundam franchise. I mean, it's certainly what I've watched of it was the darkest I've ever seen. There are moments in other shows, but it is really they really go for it. It's also just got cool design. Like this thing is cool looking. I'm excited. Anyway, if you're ever in the San Diego area, you want to go to Now or Never Comics and buy a bunch of shit. I wonder if we could do. I'm going to let Aaron have a hard open and be an open business, but I wonder if we could do a League of Heels show during during San Diego Comic Con. I bet we could. I bet we have enough people going to San Diego Comic Con that we could put on a show from his like comic shop. Borrow a couple microphones or forget it. Not even use microphones. Just get a projection screen and run some games off that. Get a basic PA system or not even use it. Who cares? We could do that pretty easily, I think. That would be pretty stupid in a good way. I'm just thinking out loud now, but I do think that could be really fun if we did a show. That's actually a thing I'm semi focusing on for next year for League of Heels is we're gonna do East and West. Um, but I've been thinking about what we could do besides that, either another convention or a show in New York or a show in San Diego, maybe something like that. I could see that being very cool and fun. We always talked about doing something to, like during New York Comic Con, and when we had like a bunch of friends around and friends in town and rent the theater and do that. But the idea of doing it in Aaron's comic shop really is a fun idea. Like I said, I'm literally just at like, oh, I wonder if we could. But yeah, obviously it's a small business now because we're doing merch and all that. But doing t-shirt stuff has been kind of interesting. Just trying to do that, like mail order shirts. It's not a thing that I thought I would be doing. But if it gets rid of this inventory, I think that's pretty good. Because as Aaron joked, we made a shirt about video games for a convention where there were no video games. But we really wanted to make that shirt, and so we were happy to do it. Alright, make sure that I'm doing this right. This looks right. And then this on here. I may have assembled this wrong, and we will find out. But I think I did it right. Yeah. All right, I think that's right. Great. That's our arms here. Getting our shoulders together. We're going to build the head next, but for a moment, let me just take a moment to say hello. This is the Build with Baer workshop. We're doing a special Saturday afternoon. We'll go for another hour or so, maybe a little less, depending. And now is the ad break portion of the stream, where I talk to you about ways you can support the stream. First and foremost, if you're just watching because you follow my Twitter links, that's great, but you can also become a follower of this channel, and that way you get notifications when I go live. You could also back me here by becoming a supporter. You can use your Twitch coin through Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link those together and use your coin for me. A lot of people give me their coin, which is awesome. Thank you so much for that. Or you could use actual cash money if that's something you'd like to do. I also have a Patreon, and you can support me on there. $1 a month. You just get notifications about when I'm going live and stuff like that. And I do a monthly Q&A, which I'm going to be probably revamping a little bit in the next year. But for at least for December, I'll do a Q&A video and all my previous ones. And those are only for subscribers, or patrons. $5 you get my videos early. $10 you get to vote on what I build next. I'm going to put a poll up on Monday for my $10 supporters. That'll be what I build after this, because I don't know what to build next, and they'll get to choose. I also have a wish list. I'm going to put that. All this is in my show description. If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, it's all in the show description, but you can also check it out here in the chat. Amazon wish list is just a way. This was bought off my Amazon wish list. I did not buy this myself. Someone bought it for me, so I'm building it here on the stream. I put stuff up. If there's ever something you think should be in there that you would buy, I will consider it. You can always let me know. I also have a coffee for tips. Just throw tips in there, like a tip jar. Any money I make on that, my Twitch subscription, when I get paid out from YouTube again, my Patreon, all goes into me buying kits and equipment to be able to do this. I bought this with money from Twitch. It is a good wireless mouse, which helps me in doing this stuff. And then last but not least, I have a Discord. Feel free to join that Discord. People post stuff they're working on. I post stuff that I'm working on. Always put the archives of this up there. Yeah, it's a nice little Discord. It's not racist or weird or shitty. So that's fun. I'm going to drink a little water. Hold on for a second. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, we're getting towards the end of the year. Perhaps you get an Amazon gift card. Maybe you want to buy something on my wish list. You can send that to me anonymously. You can leave a note. You could tell me in advance. Oh, and then I haven't seen it in a while. If you're building model kits at home, you're painting figures, you're putting together IKEA furniture, whatever, send me a tweet, twitter.com/PatBaer. I always retweet when people are working on stuff, and I love seeing it. So do that if you're doing that. It's nice to see. But yeah, so we've only been doing this for half an hour, and we're already got ready. We're doing the head here. We're gonna get the head and the arms and the legs. This is not going to be a long kit. I don't think we'll finish today, but we will finish it on Thursday. Mr. Rob says, I have not been able to build since my SD kits. Well, Mr. Rob, I hope you get a chance to build soon. Good luck to you on that. Yeah, I hope you get a chance to do a little bit of building. You can find the time. Obviously, time is hard. It's hard to schedule people for that. Part of doing this is so that I got to start building again, because it had been a long time. I really wanted to build model kits. Building Lego on Thursday was really good, because I was, as you know, I was not the best version of Pat Baer, and it was very nice to be able to uh, to like be with people and hear and kind of hang out. All right, so let's take a look at this. We're going to take a look at C19 here and make a decision here on this. Are we going to use this clear piece here or this sticker? I'm going to put this clear piece in without a sticker and see how I like it, because I think we're just going to do the clear piece and not do the sticker. Even though there are only 2 stickers, I think this clear piece is awesome. So we're using the overhead shot because this shot is bad for color. But you can see it's right there. It's not focusing right. But I think that's better than this. So we're going to go with just the clear piece. We always have the sticker, and we can always add to it later if we want to. But it gives us the option to just use the clear piece, which I think is better. So we're going to go with that for now. And like I said, if later we're like, it doesn't really pop, I want to put the sticker in, we'll put the sticker in. Fine with that. I'm not mad about it. Right. So that goes in like that, goes in like that. I need to do 824. So a pretty straightforward kit here. It's non-graded, but I would call it a high grade with a big skeleton. That's what the later, the full mechanics line is kind of going for. So there's detail to this work, but it's still like, it's a 100 scale, which is to me is the most important thing, because I don't like working in 144s. You all know. I am a broken record about that. But yeah, I'm excited to work on this. And at some point, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but it needs C2. 1. Oh, there it is. At some point, I don't know when, but I've got those kind of tiny Dragon Ball kits, and I'm going to build those this sometime on stream. I don't know when that's going to be, but I will do that because I want to build those. Maybe I'll put that as an option. I'll put both of them up as an option. Let people vote on that. But I do want to build those because they're really fun and also very easy to do. I could do that and then jump into the next thing very simply. Alright, so we're going to put our eye in here. Got our moving eye. Move all over the place here. Golden. It is a golden eye. Yeah, so we had options. We could have put the sticker in the back of it, which we could still do. We could put it in front of it. I like just leaving the piece. I think it looks cool like that and not using the sticker. I think we're going to go with that. I think the piece is better. If there's anything you want to chat about today, we've got, another hour, a little less than an hour left on stream here. So if there's something you want to definitely talk about, I am always willing to chat about what you want to chat about. As I said, I've done very little of playing Katamari on my PC version, but I'm excited to play more of it. Got some writing I have to do at some point, which I am been bad about doing. So at some point I'll get some writing done that I need to do. Put the head on there. All right, we're building arms. We need lots of B pieces, and luckily we can do these arms together. Or we're doing like the same parts, but we're doing them twice. I got back into Pokemon Go and did my first gym battle. I may have scared some people as I was leaning on a wall after dark, but I had to win. No, I've been there. I have been standing near a bus stop, and a bus has arrived, and I have not gotten on that bus because I am not there for the bus. I am there to finish the Pokemon battle because that bus stop is a Pokestop. Been there, done that. You do what you gotta do. Um, yeah, I'm been playing. I gotta catch. I think I'm 10 into 40 grass or psychic types I have to catch, and then for a quest, which I'm really annoyed about. Research project, very annoyed about. Don't want to do all of that work. I don't mind catching stuff, but it feels like a lot of things to catch um, that I don't need, just so that I can catch a legendary Pokemon. Which, don't get me wrong, I want to catch that legendary Pokemon. Very close to catching it. I got the Switch Pokeball thing. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't have a Switch, so it doesn't make sense for me to have that. Because I don't. Yeah, I don't have a Switch. Eventually, I'll get one, but I have decided to put my money into other things. So, no Switch. Alright, so now I'm just cutting out the same pieces here because we're doing the arm frame, so we do those like at the same time because up until the point where the hands get connected, they are identical. So nice and easy. 14. I am scared when I get those level of missions as I don't have options and where I can go catch Pokemon. Yeah, it is tough when you get to those things where it's like catch 10 Pokemon, transfer 10 Pokemon, which is really catch and then transfer. Um, obviously, like I benefit from being in the city, major metropolitan area, and having Pokestops around and lots of Pokemon walking around, and also I walk a lot, so that makes it easier. Yeah, you're gonna have to, focus on setting up your phone so that it's running in the background and you can, you know, have eggs hatch while you're just walking around, which is not the best, but is something. All right, so we built one of those. Built that again. And all right, putting this together. This is just a really sharp, cool-looking kit. I love the colors. I love the humanoid features to it. It's very humanoid. It's a good-looking kit when it's complete. All right, so we did 2 of those, so now we'll move on to more B pieces. B18, 19, and PC9. Lots of connectors because this is a high grade, so lots of joint connection that way. Going on here. Harold is raiding with a party of 2. Thank you so much for that, Harold. Thank you for raiding us. The step thing has been a game changer as I don't usually go out. Have to go open much outside in the areas I go with Pokestops. Yeah, that is very helpful. The step thing is a very helpful thing. Hello, Harold, and welcome for for the H-Bomb raid. Very much appreciate that. Hi, folks. They're just joining. Hello. Working on this Grimgerde. It's going to be cool. Happy to have you here. Just finished the Smash Bros. Stream for Extra Life. Well, great. Good on you, Harold. I was very happy with the Extra Life stuff I got to do this year. It was brief but fun. And then also the Extra Life stuff I did, or not Extra Life, but the fundraising I got to do with Waypoint was also great. So happy to do that where I can. And someday I will figure out some way to do a version of this that I can do for hours and hours. Probably won't be just building. But maybe it'll be like, I've got a kit, I've kit, and just build it till I stop, and then do other things after that, something like that. Do a full build of something. All right, so that goes like this. All right, making some progress. I've been doing a stream a month. Yeah, Harold, I noticed that. That's awesome. Um, yeah, I just don't know. Like, even when I start getting to towards the end of the second hour, I start to get pretty loopy about model kit building. So I know I couldn't really do it much past 2 hours. So I'd have to do other things. Uh, but yeah, I have wanted to do more next year. I'll try to do more with Extra Life than just guesting once on one. All right, and then I'm going to add some flourishes, C3 and C5. Add a little color to this, a little white to our kit. But yeah. Yeah, if there's anything y'all want to chit chat about, I'm up for it. I am a bit out of conversation at the moment. Uh, Apologize for that, but sometimes that just happens. Run out of things you want to say. I think I sold like 13 shirts yesterday and then today, so I'm pretty psyched about that as far as the League of Heels video game shirt, which, like I said, we're hopefully going to do another run of it at PAX East, but we had that backlog of shirts and figured we might give it a shot, see if people will be interested. Because we did the posters, we did a run of selling the posters, but like, that's just so big. Also, if you buy a shirt from that, you can see at leagueofheels.com that information. I'm including the Bear Cave emote button form. I made a button of the Bear Cave emote, which I'm just throwing there in the chat. And that's the free button. I'll have some of those at East as well, but figured it was like, why not? I'll throw them in. Doesn't make it a heavier thing to ship by any means. So. All right, so we're putting some white accent pieces on here. Some tubing, looks like. But yeah, it's I'm happy that people wanted to pick it up. Mailed those out on Monday. I'm going to send a bunch out. Still a few. Well, I think I have one large left, some XLs. I'm out of double XL. I have one small left. You know, this was like the end of our thing. We bought 50 shirts, and so now we're just like figuring out what to do with them, and then we'll order more for PAX East. All right. All right. Getting this stuff together. These are our arms. We're now going to do our shoulder pieces here. And we are getting close to doing that. Like I said, I don't think we'll finish this up today, but it won't take too long in next Thursday's stream to wrap this up. This kit is, as I said, while it is non-graded, it is basically a high grade with some cool elements to it. But I think the armor is going to go on nice and quick. Maybe it'll take the full episode on Thursday. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead, but we've already done a lot. This is the 1/100 scale. So this is the 7th in the series for Iron Blooded Orphans of the first series. It's not called Full Mechanics. That's the line that came out after it. But it's basically Full Mechanics, and then you build a skeleton and put it around it. So it's the 1/100 non-scaled version. But I think it just looks so cool that I was very excited to build it. But yeah, I try not to. I mean, I occasionally buy a real grade because I think real grades can be kind of cool. Some of their gimmicks are cool, but I'm trying not to do the 144 scale. I think for the amount of time it takes to build a kit and the interest folks have and my own interest in that I'm kind of going with 100. 100. I think I'm going to keep to that. Oops. Pulled out a piece I did not need. As always, put that back there. Well, yeah. Um, so I didn't pre-order the Diva Lego set, and I'm regretting that. I should have just pre-ordered it. Um, but hopefully, when it comes out in January or whenever it's coming out, they'll have more than they need, and the price will get normalized. I wish there was an actual master grade of the IBO's kits, but I understand the need to get them out the door like they did. Yeah, I think it was important to just have them out. I like the full mechanics. So we only built one of the we built yeah one in the full mechanics or two. I know once you build one full mechanic, it's the gimmick and it's the same, but I still really like it. I still think it looks cool. All right, A20 and A19 are our hands. So yeah, so I understand why they did what they did, but uh, yeah, having full masters would be kind of cool. Yes, in the Barbatos, there are a bunch of releases from that. We did the Lupus Rex version, and there's a bunch of other ones. So you're not wrong, Mr. Bob. All right, so we've got some hands here. We have other hands we can build now too. Um, the weapon ones. We'll just build these all. And each of these hands right now is just a skeletal part because we haven't built the armor. One of the things I like about these kind of kits is I don't think this has it, but the Iron-Blooded Orphans, the full mechanics line, has a thing where you actually put a piece on that you then take off because you got to put the armor on. And I like that. That if you wanted to just have the skeleton, you could just have the skeleton. But if you want to like do the full work, I think that's kind of cool. If you want to remove some of the skeleton, if you want to remove some of the armor and keep just the skeleton there, you can do that too. So these are the hands that hold weapons, and then you swap between the red or maroon armor plating on it. It's pretty neat. Great. And then we'll put this on. Let's see. How does these assemble? This. And like this for some of the extra armor stuff we got to put on here. Oops. All right. And we'll just use the open hands, the flat palms for now, but we know we have these. We assembled our hands to hold weapons if we want to have it hold a weapon, because it does have a gun. So we could have it hold a gun if we wanted. I think we'll just have it hold the blades, because the blades are rule. Harold says, I got to go. I'll catch you later. Thank you very much, Harold. I know this is obviously an odd time to stream. We'll be back next Thursday with our normal stream time. And sometime soon, I'm just going to play some Hearthstone. I'm going to do another Build with Bear Games stream and play some Hearthstone at some point. It won't be today, but at some point I'll be doing that. But yeah, my Thursday and Saturdays for the rest of the month will be the normal time. So thank you for joining me today, Harold. Woo. All right. See, we've already done all this. Now we're going to work on the legs. It's coming together pretty easy. We're going to do I believe the feet first. Yeah, we're going to do the feet first. All right. So 6. And once again, this is a symmetrical kit. So most of what we'll do is the same, and then it's just like, oh, and then this joint goes this way and this joint goes that way. And you're like, okay, I got it. So we do need E, which we have not used E yet. It'll be our first look at this beautiful color. Because the bottom, even though we haven't done the armor yet, we'll do like the feet basically have, the legs have armor just right away. Hello, Waffle Soup. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm here till 5 p.m. Eastern Time building. We started at 3. It's a weird time, I know, but wanted to get some streaming in, so went for it. All right, so C16. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I am, like as I said, I'm going to a Christmas party tonight. Very excited about the holiday party. Very excited to see friends and hang out and have a good night with some good people. Looking forward to that very much. Lots of people I know. Some people I don't see that much. Some people I saw at Thanksgiving. So it'll be good. Good to socialize. There is a comedy wrestling show in New York that I went to last night called XSW. Extremely with an X, not an E. Extremely Serious Wrestling. Oh, we just dropped some. Whoa. That's not good. Oh boy. Oh no. Hmm. If you're watching the video of this on YouTube, my stream is bad and has gone bad. Uh, hmm. Um, but I am just dropping frames, and I got red here. I'm going to stop the stream, and I'm going to start the stream again, and hopefully it'll be better. That's awful. Hmm. But yeah, if you're watching this recording, there seems to be some issue. It might be with Steam, and might not be with me. But I'm gonna. Um, hmm. I'm actually gonna stop recording and close OBS and reopen it, and we'll see if that helps.